Will toss it, and Ernest Uday controls the tap as he went one-on-one on Barry Dunning. Frogs with the basketball to start this one.
And South Alabama starting in a zone here.
They're going to show you a lot of looks defensively, aren't they?
This is going to be good because it gives the opportunity for the Frogs to see how they handle all the different looks as well.
But Sean Allett gets the start here today along with Reynolds. Punch and Uday on the floor together. There's Trey White. We talked about him, and he starts off with a three-ball.
Yeah, that was a good extra pass there from Noah Reynolds, finding White in the corner, knowing the shot clock's running down, was able to get it off and knock it down. Good start for the Frogs.
Out of the top, Randy Brady. Big fella can handle the basketball, gives it up. Tosayero has it between the circles now. Dillon's a graduate transfer out of Houston. Look at right-hand corner on the move. That's Dunning. Flips it for the three that's off the mark there for Miles Corey.
Yeah, it's a good look there from Corey. Uday skies for that big rebound.
There you see that 5 for the Frogs. Reynolds, another guy that could step up offensively and provide some offensive spark. But a turnover here. And back the other way come the Jaguars.
Yeah, trying to attack from the middle of that zone. Can't force the pass in there, no, especially a bounce pass to a big guy playing the high post.
Feet down low for the dunk here. Nice cut that time for Miles Corey to score that one and tie this game. Well, get them within one at least, a 3-2.
Yeah, it was a terrific back cut, then an awesome pass as well. Had to bounce it to get it there. Finds Corey streaking to the basket for the easy dunk.
Reynolds out front. Here's a let at the wing, feeds it off Punch, and Mitch handles it again. Another turnover here.
That's a bad pass again from Bashan Allett, trying to thread the needle in there. There's just no need. Keep making the defense work. You're doing a great job passing the ball around the perimeter.
Somehow Corey's able to maintain, and Miles able to feed it off to John Broom, who's fouled on the way up. He's a redshirt freshman out of Jacksonville, Alabama. He'll be at the free throw line now, will John.
Yeah, nice little pump fake here to get Uday off his feet. As Corey just loses the handle there as Uday gets his big paw in there yet again. Good pump fake there. Draws the foul on Uday.
Saw the strength of Miles Corey, though, able to pull that ball away from two Frog defenders. Free throw from Broom there. Played at Jacksonville High School there in Jacksonville, Alabama. They were back-to-back 4A state champs of the state. Diallo's going to get in now. Malik in for Ernest Uday. Broom makes 1 of 2 to tie this game.
A little pressure off of the miss on a free throw. We've seen that a couple of times from opponents at TCU this year. They've even tried to incorporate it themselves a few times. It's worked so well against them.
Trey White, now Reynolds. Out on the perimeter, Allett. Reynolds breaks it down, feeds it off Diallo's foul.
That's a nice job, Reynolds, catching the pass. Instead of just reversing, you reversed it a couple of times, but finally catching, just ripping, getting by the initial defender here. Jump stops, nice bounce pass. Diallo goes up strong, earns a trip to the free throw line here. The dribble penetration against this zone is going to be key, whether it's a bounce pass to a big guy or even a lob pass to a big guy around the rim or a kick out to an open shooter.
Whistle that foul, by the way, on Broom. That'll be his first, team foul number 1 on South Alabama. Diallo's free throw is good. Malik. 1 of 2.
Frogs choose not to try to do the same thing here with some pressure after the miss here, but even though TCU's missing a few guys on the team for tonight with Frankie Collins, especially and Brandon Wenzel, like guys can still give effort here on the defensive end. None of that should change for the Frogs tonight.
Does the rebound affect whether or not you pressure on a missed free throw? Like that was a longer rebound. Nice cut there for the lay-in for Barry Dunning.
Yeah, and a very nice pass there as well. from Brady there. Yes, it does. It can, because it depends on where it gets to. But we've seen long rebounds where TCU got a long rebound, but if they passed it back instead of turning to advance the ball down the floor, it depends on how aggressive the rebounding team pushes the ball down the floor after getting possession.
Here's Reynolds out front in that zone from South Alabama. Down to 4 on the shot clock. Alette gets it off in time. Punch for the offensive rebound. Nice spin move in the lane. Scores that.
Yeah, nice position to get the rebound there. Bashan Alette initially gave that pass into Diallo with 3 seconds on the shot clock. It's a tough pass and tough situation for Diallo. He luckily hot potatoed it back out to Bashan, who got a shot off there.
Here's Corey from the left wing this time. Taken out of there by Punch. Yeah, that's not awareness. You got to have time and space, right? You always have to know where you are.
Well, not just that, know who you're throwing the ball to, too.
Right.
He's got his back to the basket. He's not going to do a turnaround jump shot from there.
Trey White misses that 3 ball. Rebound Diallo. Inside, and we're going to get a jump ball.
Great play.
Possession's going to give it to South Alabama.
Great play by Diallo until he put it on the floor.
How many times do we talk about that?
Oh, yeah.
With big men. Keep it high. Horned Frogs right now up 1 on South Alabama with 15:47 left in this first. Great leader Frankie Collins out for the year for the Horned Frogs. We'll talk more about his story. Great story. He's out of Ontario, California. Was a 2-time NAIA All-American at William Jessup. In fact, this roster has 6 players that transferred from NAIA or Division II schools. There he is. Strong move to the rim. Can't get it to go on the rebound. Controlled now by J.J. Wheat. He's one of them from Freed Hardeman.
I mean, find a guy you can play.
Right.
He can score, 17 a game, and at that level, he can score at this level as well.
It's Corey for 3 this time. Scores that one. Miles Corey.
Right on cue with Trey White right in his face, too.
Yeah. And by the way, kudos, I think, to Richie Riley, the head coach at South Alabama. You know, folks are always shuffling rosters now. And you got guys from South Alabama trying to slide up. Well, why not look below you, try to find another guy that can play, bring him up to Division I, right?
No doubt about it, especially with the transfer now. You're trying to get guys that have experience at any level.
Yep.
Can help your team.
Reynolds off the mark on the 3. And a rebound here. Santia Rawming comes up with it. Over the back was Diallo.
Good look for Reynolds.
There you see Richie Riley, the head coach at South Alabama, 41-year-old. Was at Nichols prior to South Alabama. They wasted no time in sliding him over into the chair in Mobile. Rahman gives it up. Wheat finds a cutter. Extra pass for the easy lay-in. Nice job there by Broom to see, hey, this was going to be a difficult shot. Let's give it up on the last second of Rahman.
Yeah, everybody's unselfish on this South Alabama team, and they are looking for cutters. Guys are cutting to the basket. They've gotten 3 layups now just on cuts to the basket.
10-point Jaguar lead. Reynolds for 3. That was well off the mark. Tapped out of bounds here, and they say that the Jaguars touched it last. It was Barry Dunning. Here's another look at it. You talk about being unselfish. You almost say one too many passes here, but it worked out for him.
Well, great backdoor cut to begin with, and then doesn't give up on the play as Rahman he just keeps going to the basket and ends up with a layup.
Ten on the shot clock. Reynolds gets rid of it before the double team comes. Manning, Diallo, double dribble.
Again, putting the ball on the ground, he's got to keep that high. As soon as he caught that pass, if he goes straight up with it, at the very least, he's going to get fouled. I'd like to see him finish around the basket.
Uday's got the 1 personal foul.
He went out with about 2 minutes into the game here. This is a dangerous game for TCU just because you're missing 2 players that have been there for you all season long. So you're trying to work in some new minutes for a lot of guys.
Robinson tried to throw it. Diallo had his back to him. Another turnover for the Horned Frogs. Back it goes to South Alabama.
Yeah, Robinson rose up. I think he was going to shoot that and realized it's probably not a good idea. Tries to hit Diallo. That is the 5th turnover already for TCU. To 0 turnovers for South Alabama, who actually does a really good job of taking care of the ball. They only average 9 turnovers a game here.
Yeah, that's 10th best in the country. And again, you got older players, right? No matter what level, many of them are older players.
That's right.
This is going to stay with South Alabama. Doug Sermon's right in front of us. He pointed directly beside him.
Yep.
By the way, it's a good officiating crew for this one. Doug Sermons, Kip Kissinger, and Tony Padilla. 3 veterans. And John Higgins, a supervisor in the house as well. Trey White with it. High post catch here. Manning gives it up. Left-hand side for 3. That one goes. Nice job there for Micah Robinson, the freshman.
He stepped into that one confident. Even after the turnover the last possession, he's able to knock it down. It's a good job of forgetting that last play and making the next one.
1-point lead. 12:20 to play. Penetrate, pitch it. 3 ball this time for Judah Brown's off the mark. Frogs want to push, down 1. The shot, lost it, got it back. Robinson, White, now Alette. Nice no-look pass to Manning for the turnaround jumper. Followed his own shot, lost it out of bounds off of the Jaguars.
That's a nice job going after it, chasing his miss, though. Saved a possession.
Tag pad the numbers, too. He gets credit for a rebound, right?
There you go.
11:54 to play here in the first half. 1-point lead for South Alabama.
Lock in, TCU fans. It's time for Horned Frog Hoops. The fastest team in the country is back in action. Jamie Dixon of the Frogs are looking to run their way to a 4th straight NCAA tournament. You won't want to miss a second of the high-flying Frogs this season.
Michigan at Ole Miss. That was a 10-point loss. It was a 2-point game late.
Yep.
And then Western Illinois, the Leathernecks. So, you know, they've played a challenging roster already. Here's Richie Riley. Wants to see what this team is made of. They got James Madison. They actually start conference play in their next outing on the 21st.
Yeah, Frogs not far behind. They've only got 1 more tune-up after this one.
Yep.
Yeah, South Alabama playing really well right now, though. Won 6 out of the last 7.
Here's Robinson. Alette. I'd like to get Ernest the basketball, but tell you what, this zone does a nice job of hiding him back there. Bat of the way. Frogs not going to get it off.
And that's another right there. Rashawn Ouellette got caught in a tough spot with a catch from Manning, but he's got to let that go because he caught it with 1 second left on the shot clock. He's got to know that that shot clock's running down right there. Shoot that. South Alabama playing a nice job on defense. Very hands in passing lanes, very active. 6 turnovers now for the Frogs.
Frogs cranking up the defensive pressure a bit now. Brown, Dunning, Cooper. Cut through there to Roming. Gets it back. Free throw line, off balance jumper that goes for J.J. Wheat. Wow.
And after they make their baskets here, they get a chance to set up that 2-2-1 press. Frogs break it. Robinson almost got picked from behind there, though.
Ouellette. Inside Manning. Yeah, the issue right now is Ouellette fires a 3 that's an air ball. It's as if the Frogs are being too patient offensively, it feels like, Colin. It feels like they're actually giving up shots. They're passing on them.
I think that's right. Every time they catch the ball, though, you got to be a threat. And if you look to drive, every shot that the Frogs have gotten out of this is off of penetration. So Reynolds does a nice job penetrating, kicking out. Or, sorry, he hit Manning, and then Manning kicked out. Catch that ready to shoot. Guys got to take shots when they get them.
Wheat has picked up his dribble again. That's the second time that's happened to him out front with no option. Roming. Bobbles. Handoff here. Fadeaway does not go this time for Judah Brown, but another offensive rebound for the Jaguars. Dunning in the corner. Travel. Lost his footing, did Barry Dunning.
Yeah, it was almost another opportunity for a layup, though, for South Alabama, and just shuffled his feet a little bit here on the baseline drive, as you'll see the replay. 1-2 steps. Yep. Guys on the backside have got to know there are cutters coming.
There comes your pressure to backcourt now. Nice screen from Robinson to free up Reynolds. Then Reynolds loses a handle on it, but Trey White able to claim it. Out front, Robinson. He's been the bright spot for the Frogs offensively.
Yep, no doubt about it. He caught that ready to shoot as well. Frogs did a nice job moving that ball side to side, making that defense work. I imagine the shell drill practices during practices for South Alabama are just super intense. These guys are doing a really nice job rotating to the ball every time there's a pass.
Here's Wheat, skips it, catch and elevate. Nice job. That's a good looking shot for Barry Dunning. Hard to defend that one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Elevate right there, not going to get blocked that high.
Dunning is a local product there from Mobile. Went to UAB and then Arkansas, now back home to South Alabama. Two-time Gatorade Player of the Year of the state of Alabama. Was a consensus #1 recruit in that state. Frogs answer. How about that?
Yeah, that'll be there all night long. You hit David Punch, who's a good passer out of that high post right there. It's an inside-out wide open shot. It's going to be almost every time if they can get him the ball. They tried to force it in there a couple times early in the game and force turnovers, but if you can get it to him, he'll find somebody.
There's another jumper. That one goes one more time for Barry Dunning.
Dunning only made 5 threes on the entire season in back-to-back possessions here. Knocks down good-looking jumper.
Reynolds in traffic. Baseline. Doesn't get the roll. And they're going to get a foul here, I think, on Judah Brown, who is fighting with Uday for position, and it is going to be on Judah Brown. How about that?
Yeah, he had looked like he might have had inside position, but he had that right forearm trying to push Ernest out of the way. And as you know, Uday is just a tough man to move down there on the block.
Second team foul charge to South Alabama. And that's Trey White. Chase Posey's into the lineup for the first time. Uday had it knocked away. One on the shot clock. Posey has to step into a deep three. Yeah, not the shot you wanted.
No, and that's just what this defense is doing for South Alabama. forcing TCU just to pass it around the perimeter and then taking a desperation three almost.
This offense, they would like for it to go through Uday, right? But just impossible to do it against.
It's tough because he's playing on the low block too. I think they're trying to get it through Punch at the high post mostly.
Cooper misses. Here's Punch on the other end. Trey White. Offensive rebound, Uday. There he is. Punch over the ball.
Yeah, nice job by Punch working his way back around to the middle to get a better position for an offensive rebound. Came off perfectly for him. Goes up for the putback stuff.
Working our way towards 7 minutes left in this half. 1 point ball game. That three does not go for Dunning. Again, that's a quick release, Colin, and he gets high. Here's Reynolds. There's the lob. Trey White.
Trey White skies up there. I hope he doesn't hurt himself on that. He's coming up a little gimpy, but he's smiling, so I think he's okay.
Quick timeout taken here by Richie Riley. 30-second timeout. That will become a full, I do believe, and it will, yeah. Down to 6:55 to go.
TCU having been down most of the half here after an early three-point lead, just now finally takes the lead back here. Up by one, 6:55 to play.
Bowl that's played at South Alabama's football stadium now. 6:49 to play.
Was that the first game that Patterson coached for
Yes,
TCU?
it was. Yes, it was. Nice look there for the dunk for Barry Dunning Jr.
Yeah, backdoor cut. They beat the Frogs like five or six times now on backdoor cuts, taking advantage of TCU's aggressiveness.
Isaiah Manning gives it up. Reynolds out front. Speaking of South Alabama football, they got the win on Saturday in the Camellia Bowl to kick off bowl season. Major Applewhite is the head coach at South Alabama. This one kicked. It'll stay with the Horned Frogs. 20 on the shot clock now. Reynolds, nice look inside. Manning sends it back out, though.
Yeah, he was going away from the basket as he caught it. It's tough to regroup there. Long rebound here to Corey.
Miles Corey keeps himself, had it blocked. Trailing, though, Brady with it. Dunning, baseline. Brady couldn't get the board.
Yeah, if Dunning would have made that one, he'd been shown the whole repertoire tonight.
Yep.
3-level score if he hits that one.
Reynolds floater, another lob. This time Uday finished.
No, it's off. It's such a luxury as a guard driving to the basket, knowing you got a big guy like Ernest Uday that you can just throw it up anywhere, and he's going to go get it and slam it home for you.
1 point TCU lead. Corey out front, Miles. Deep three this time, and it goes. You heard Tony Benford in the background screaming, shooter, shooter. Jaden Cooper can make him, and he does there.
Yeah, he's made, let's see, 6 of them on the season, so he's made a few. So they definitely had him scouted as a guy who could put it in the hole for him.
Yeah, he was sitting early on, only played 5 games so far this year. Makes 40% of those attempts from outside.
It's always a nice confidence boost when you hear the entire coaching staff yelling shooter when you catch the ball.
Trey White for 3. Long rebound, and Posey will run down. For the lob.
When in doubt, throw it up by the rim. But the big fella's camped out down there. He'll go get it for you. Nice pass there from Isaiah Manning. And no hesitation, too. He caught it, knew that Ernest was down there ready to go get one.
Ties this game at 23. Brady left alone for the jumper. Long rebound. Another offensive board here for the Jags.
Yeah, TCU had been really dominating the boards. At the last break, they were +8. South Alabama getting back into this now.
Dunning misses that one. Reynolds pushes. Nice look to Manning. Foul. He'll be at the line for 2.
A nice cut from Manning down the baseline there.
Time on the floor, 3:47 left in this first half. We're still tied, 23 apiece. Does. Working for Richie Riley there. You see the head coach at South Alabama. Got a 3:47 to play here in this first half, and now on the free throw line we go Isaiah Manning.
It's been a pretty clean first half. That's only the 5th foul committed by either team.
Yeah. Manning misses the first. Redshirt freshman out of Mansfield. Isaiah's dad, by the way, Brandon, is the director of graduate studies at TCU. Second free throw is good. He'll check out. Punch will come in for it.
A lot of opportunity for these minutes here for some of these younger guys, including Isaiah Manning, who's up to almost 9 minutes here in the first half.
Miles Corey in the forecourt. Elijah Ormiston's into the lineup for the first time. Down low, they can't get a deuce from Corey there. Back the other way comes TCU.
Yeah, just another. I mean, that was a designed back cut play. He's just going to put his foot in the ground and cut hard back door, and they're getting everything they want in that regard.
Robinson. Alette in traffic. Tried to tip it to himself. Does somehow and comes out of there with a deuce.
I don't know how he came out of there with that rebound. And not only that, but came out in the right spot so he could squirt through for an easy layup. But great job by Bashan Alette to stick with that and give the Frogs a 3-point lead here.
Broom with it out front. Dunning. In traffic, somehow with English.
Man, tough shot. Using the right hand on the left side, too, to have to, like, inside out spin that English up off the glass. Crawls it up over the rim for a layup. What a shot.
Dunning's got 12. Timeout taken here with 2:33 to play. 30-second timeout taken by Jamie Dixon.
Dunning's had a great half.
Yes.
And knocked down a couple of threes there and really showing everything. He got a nice backdoor cut for a big jam there a couple minutes ago as well. So like, he's really been impressive here in the first half.
Yeah, he was a highly recruited player out of Tulane High School here in Mobile. Was Barry Dunning Jr., originally to UAB, as we mentioned, that Arkansas. There he is. Two-time player of the year in the state of Alabama. Mr. Basketball in that state. Consensus #1 recruit. All-stater. 25 points, 13 rebounds a game coming out of high school.
Is that all?
That's all.
In a 32-minute game?
That's right. That's getting it done, isn't it?
I think that might have surpassed my college totals.
I could play now. Now back home, back in Mobile. 2:33 to play.
By the way, somebody somewhere got a nice chuckle out of that.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. Foul here on the perimeter. See who they whistle. I think I'm going to get that one on J.J. Wheat, I believe, on the reach in.
You know, initially, Micah Robinson caught that ball, and the trap was coming. He's got to get rid of that pretty quick, but Trey White's got to give him that outlet to come back and get it from him. But Micah, once he did get trapped, was really strong with the ball. You like to see that. You can see panic sometimes, and especially in young players, when they get a hard trap on them.
Reynolds, corner right. Robinson, back it goes Reynolds. It looked like Uday had a glimmer of hope there to flash high and catch that one, but no, here's Reynolds.
Another offensive rebound for the Frogs. That's their 8th already here in the first half.
White, there's a flash from Punch, left it short. Ormiston with a rebound. Through the hands of Wheat, breakaway for Uday.
Yeah, a little big man that can put it on the deck as well. He had to dribble that thing all the way from half court, a couple dribbles. And Armstrong had no interest in going up to try to contest that.
Lead at 3 now for the Frogs. Fosseyero's into the lineup, back in there, catches now. Dishes. Judah Brown. Wheat lost it again, another turnover.
Nice job by the Frogs staying active.
Wheat lob. Could not defend that one. Wheat was trying to slide underneath him, but he was too late. Uday's able to slam that one home.
Uday showing the whole repertoire now. Putting it on the deck, taking the distance, going up one-handed alley-oop. He's got it all tonight.
Frogs finishing strong here in the half. Armstrong gets it back, fires a 3, and scores it. Wow. Coach out of Minneapolis.
Yeah, coaching staff yelling shooter on that one as well.
Yep.
For some reason, it looked like the clock briefly stopped there. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite the Frogs here.
Here's Robinson. Punch, trying a little high-low action. Defended nicely, now back the other way. Wheat keeps it. Bad decision. Trey White loses it, recovers. 3, 2, 1. Trey White, I think, lost how much time was left of the half. Reynolds fortunately got that one off, unable to. Sean Allett. Trey White there as well, Noah Reynolds. And David Punch, 5 on the floor for the Frogs. Reynolds. Allett, now White, now Punch. Step back jumper from Allett.
I mean,
rebound ripped out of there.
Really disciplined defense there from South Alabama. Frogs having to settle for a step back 3-pointer as the shot clock goes down. Like, they're just playing that defense very, very well right now.
Got to force that one inside, did Randy Brady, in a turnover. Then back the other way, though, is Fosseiro keeps it. Had it slapped away at a foul on Trey White, who had his pocket pick.
Yeah, Trey White, great job getting the deflection and the steal. Initially, coming down the floor, you got to know that somebody's coming behind you, and just a really nice job there. Fosseiro coming in and getting a steal, and then earning a trip to the free throw line here for 2 free throws.
There's another guy, though. I mean, you think about it. Experienced player. Played at Ashland. Knocks in that free throw there. Division II. Went to the NCAA tournament Division II a couple of times. And played at Damon College. I mean, these guys been around.
Yeah, just never gave up on the play. Came back to it. Now, after the made free throw, get to set up their press.
Here's Reynolds. Keeps it. Knocked away. Reynolds thought he was fouled.
Yeah, he's letting that left arm hang a little bit there. Took a little shot on the way up.
Here's another look. Yep, right across the arm. Trey White can't score, but there's Punch to finish it off.
Yeah, Punch did a nice job again. Same scenario for that putback jam there. He just works his way to the middle. The ball comes off perfectly. Elevates an easy basket for him.
Frogs back up by 2. Here's Corey, Miles Corey to the rim. How about that? They list him at 6 feet. Colony's not. But showed some explosiveness there to get to the rim.
Yeah, he makes up for it with that explosiveness for sure. But he's a guy, he only had 5 points in the first half there.
10-second violation.
Yeah, you gotta have possession of the ball across half court. So Frogs unable to get it across in 10 seconds. South Alabama hanging around here in the tie ball game. But Corey ends up with 5 points in there in the first half.
Right.
So he's been in double figures every game this year. So you just know he's going to come out looking to score again.
Don't
want him to get going.
No. We've seen a handful of 10-second calls on the Horned Frogs this year, have we not?
Yeah, it's just lack of urgency to get the ball across.
Three-pointer doesn't go this time for Vasillero. Back the other way is Alette. Reynolds, Vashon. Back Reynolds. Tapped around a couple of times. South Alabama's going to have it now.
Yeah, still a good look there. Take that look from Reynolds.
Broom finds the open man along the baseline for the deuce that time for Rahming. By the way, we haven't talked a lot about John Broom, this freshman out of Jacksonville. Wears number 14. Good-looking player. This time sliding underneath. They'll commit the foul as Punch unable to finish.
That's obviously can be a dangerous play, but just two guys going for the ball. Just David Punch is a foot higher than the defender.
Call that one on Rahming. His first.
Frogs did a nice job there. They put Alette in the middle of the press break that time right there. You get a guy with like a handle of the ball in the middle of the break there. He can catch and turn and attack.
Punch's free throw is good. Jamie Dixon reminding David Punch, wants you to follow through high here. Rimmed out on him. When you look at your magic 8-ball that you carry around with you everywhere you go, Colin, and you look at David Punch down the line 3 years from now, what do you see out of him?
Solid. I mean, he's already a solid player. I think he's a all-conference type player.
Yeah.
Certainly with a little more seasoning.
Lead out here. Robinson to the rim. Block.
I think if Noah Reynolds catches that initial rebound and turns around and fires it right away before the dribble, he probably gets it to Robinson faster to make the basket.
Tempo's picked up a bit here. Robinson baseline. I like that aggressive nature, unable to convert though. Robinson's got to be a guy. We talked about Trey White stepping up offensively with Wenzel and Frankie Collins out of the lineup. Robinson's the guy that can do that as well.
No question. And Robinson's guy's going to start getting, he's really going to be one of the guys that is the main recipient of extra minutes with Wenzel obviously out. We expect Wenzel back. But with Frankie Collins 31 minutes a night going out, he'll take up some of those minutes as well.
Forces this one. Does Miles. Corey knew the shot clock was running down. It expires on him, and back the other way will come TCU. Trailing by 1 as Diallo back into the lineup, and Manning as Uday will sit and Punch as well.
Yeah, even with a couple of guys out, TCU able to go 9 deep here, and guys are still getting real minutes here.
I'm a little surprised that you take Uday and Punch out together. You know, you're going to have a drop-off either way, but
yeah, I thought Diallo gave some decent minutes, though, in the first half, so I think you can leave him out there at the 5.
Here's one.
But, you know, Manning had a couple of assists in the first half as well. You want to try to get him going. He's certainly one of those guys that is capable of getting extremely hot, just hasn't yet this season.
There he is at the high post, almost threw it away. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Manning, unable to finish. Long rebound to White.
Frogs continue to dominate the offensive glass. It's really what's keeping them in this game here.
Reynolds. Corner for Robinson. Rebound Cooper. Timeout of the next dead ball coming here, but these teams fighting through it. J.J. Wheat, I should say. Baseline Cooper with it. Shot clock already down to 8. 1-on-1 on Manning, easy.
Yeah, everybody thought he was going to shoot it there. He's able to put it on the deck, and another finish with the right hand on the left side.
Manning's got 6 inches on Cooper, too, but Cooper used his body well there.
No doubt about it.
Diallo got rid of it quickly. There's Manning, turn around in the lane, got that one.
I like it. Trey White didn't hold on to that ball too long. Saw Manning flashing across the middle. Looked to score, which has been nice to see somebody do when they catch the ball in the paint.
Sure.
Was able to knock it down.
1-point game. Broom gives it up. Dunning. Nice cut there and a foul. Diallo commits that foul. Roming was cutting through.
I got to tell you, they are terrific at making these backdoor cuts. It's really giving TCU fits.
Well coached Richie Riley done for South Alabama. 1-point lead for the Giants.
Which doesn't seem like a high number, but we're just 6 minutes into the second half here, so TCU's still on pace to have too many turnovers than coach would like, for sure. 12 offensive rebounds is a nice number, though.
Yes, I would say.
So you know how you get offensive rebounds, right?
Well, you have to have a miss.
You got to have a missed shot. So TCU is 2 out of 10 from the field here to start the second half.
Yeah, that hurts. Roming knocks in the first free throw. We were joking earlier on the padding of the numbers. I think it was Isaiah Manning, right, who missed the
right
jumper, but then got his own rebound. We used to joke about his Roming misses a second. The late, great Armin Gilliam. Remember, Armin would average about 15 points and 14 boards, but 12 of the rebounds were his misses. Still counts.
They do count.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to mess around with that, though, because if you end up not getting it back and not scoring, teammates won't be happy with you.
Then it's a problem, yeah. By the way, I'm not so sure the Frogs got that ball across in time.
It was super close, that's for sure.
Richie Riley thought it should have been a 10-second violation. We got a foul here on the rebound after the miss by Robinson.
That's all Isaiah Manning, though, working back, trying to get in position to get an offensive rebound. Creates a foul and holds another possession here for TCU. That's like an offensive rebound. Great play.
Out front, Alet. Vachon. Baseline, off the glass, score that one.
Well, that's a nice move and a tough shot there. Going to your left, shooting back with your right off the glass.
And there's another guy who can help you on the offensive end.
Yeah, there's no question. If he gets going, he had 20 in the opening game of the season, so you know he's capable of putting the ball in the hole.
Tried to find a cutter, goes through the hands of Manning, who's able to run it down. Allen again. Vachon. And a foul. They'll get 2 shots here.
A little bit of a late whistle, but the Frogs will take it. Get Alet to the free throw line here.
Right there, you see that hand across the top.
Cooper looked like he was trying to take the foul about 20 feet from the basket, reaching in, raking across his arms, no call. Frogs benefit with the opportunity at the line here.
Vachon makes the first one. Alet, 63% free throw shooter on the year, the sophomore out of Toronto. South Alabama brings Brown back in the lineup as well as Miles Corey. Vachon's from Toronto. Miles is from close enough, but not Ontario, California.
So where are you going with that? That's pretty funny.
Here's Corey with it down. Miles. Three-pointer short this time for Judah Brown.
South Alabama all of a sudden just standing around on offense, waiting for Miles Corey to do something with it.
He stumbles down. That three doesn't go this time for J.J. Wheat. Kind of a dud off the back of the iron.
Yeah, I don't think that was what coach was looking for off an offensive rebound there. Everybody just standing around waiting for Miles Corey to do something with it. That's a tough ask to do that every time.
Yep. Robinson. Out of 5 on the shot clock. Trey White's an air ball. Lead out Brown for the lead.
Got to take the basket first there. Uday stopped about the free throw line. Thought that Robinson was going to get back to cover that. Ends up with a layup for South Alabama.
Ties it at 39. There's a lob for the dunk.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on the initial catch from Ouellette there. Coming across half court, takes one hard dribble and then throws a bullet pass instead of a lob almost to get it to Uday quickly. He jams home his 5th dunk for the night.
That's been the most effective offense
There's
from
no
TCU by
question
far and away.
No question. South Alabama not the biggest squad in the world, so they don't have a lot of size down there to compete with Uday.
3-pointer here for Dunning. Timeout taken by Richie Riley with 11:13 to play. Brings us to a timeout of the floor. 42-41. Jags by 1. Uday getting it done above the rim, though. One-point advantage right now to the Horned Frogs. They lead at 42-41. Thanks to this guy who's having a night. Barry Dunning leading the way for the Jags. Hometown product with 15 points here, Colin.
Yeah, he's knocking it down. He's doing it from all levels, too. He's a backdoor cut for a big jam. 3 3-pointers tonight as well. Going into tonight's game, he was 5 for 41. As you see here from three-point land. Going in 10 games.
Wow.
And 3 out of 5 tonight.
Wow. But again, this is a highly recruited player, 2-time state player of the year, as we mentioned, in Alabama. Originally signed with UAB, then Arkansas. Now back home at a Tulane High School there.
Yeah, nobody told him to stop shooting on the coaching staff.
And good reason.
And no doubt about it.
Pressure to backcourt again. This time Reynolds able to get it across. Ouellette with it now. Posey's back out of the floor. Trey White in the corner. Down to 3 on the shot clock. Stolen away. Bad decision there.
Yeah, I think he thought Trey White was going to cut a little harder, and then he stopped and just stuck in no man's land.
Brown wide open for the 3. Can't run it down, or can't nail it, I should say, but they run it down to the corner. And by the way, that last possession for the Horned Frogs out of the timeout, you'd like to have gotten a better shot out of that.
Oh, no question. The zone has given TCU fits all night long. Here's Dunning with another 3.
Uday had it, lost it, and gathers.
Ernest took a shot to the lip there.
Try the lob. This time Posey has to bring it down.
Yeah, nice job by Posey. Not trying to score it on the initial catch. He's able to gather it, come down, goes right back up for easy lay-in. Frogs needed that one, take the lead back here, 10 minutes to go.
1-point lead. I like that matchup, by the way. Put the bigger Jace Posey on Miles Corey. Slows him down a little bit.
Oh, sure. You still get a hand up on the shot here, too.
Yep. Here he is in traffic, and you see what happens, right?
Yeah, and he just landed really awkwardly. It looked like he might have hit the back of his head. I couldn't tell exactly. Certainly his back, he landed flat on. He's jogging back down the floor. It looks to be okay. I'm glad that's the case there.
Doug Sermon's going to come over, and it'll be a yelling match between the referee and the head coach here. Richie Riley thought it was a foul. 43-42 right now. TCU with that 1-point advantage. Here you see the huddle. Richie Riley, who's calmed down a bit. He was upset about this. All right, Colin, tell me what happens here.
I think on the initial drive, you get a body bump from Jace Posey right there,
yeah,
which could have been called a foul. And then he leans into him and gets him there too. Uday, I think, is vertical, and I think is okay. Which obviously Corey takes a really hard fall on his back there, straight to the floor.
And there you see the conversation that was extended between one of the assistants, Orrin Bailey, and the longtime official, Doug Sermons, just kind of walking through it there. There you see the conversation continues between Sermons and Richie Riley.
You know, it's a tight ball game. I'm glad we didn't see a technical foul go out right there too, because I think it could easily have happened when a coach kind of loses his cool right there in a very tight ball game. After a tough no call. So
I'm okay with Doug Sermon spending time talking to him, walking 100%. Through it right now. This conversation continues, and you can see. Yeah, and I don't blame Richie Riley for defending his players on the ground.
He's got to. And I think that Doug Sermon knows the coach has to do that as well, because player fell really hard.
45-42, Frogs up by 3 now. And a stoppage in play here, because I think we got a spot on the floor that Doug Sermons didn't like.
It's usually the players pointing out the wet spots on the floor.
And that was right where the South Alabama huddle was taking place. So they're kind of sitting there. You know, nobody sits on the bench anymore.
Right.
You always got to bring the chairs out. It's a whole big production.
Well, they don't want anybody in the stands to hear everything going on in the huddle. There are kids in the stands.
Yeah. maybe don't talk like that, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Barry Dunning, nice look down low. They don't get the roll this time with the left hand, and there's Diallo for the rebound.
Yeah, Ron wishes he had that one back after a great slip off the screen there.
Back to the zone goes the Jaguars. Reynolds. Trey White threw it out front, down to 3. Reynolds crossover to the free throw line at the buzzer. True contact. He got bailed out because that ball did not hit rim.
Yeah, it was well, I don't think it hit rim because he got fouled, but, you know, nice job not just settling for a jack 3 right here, because he caught that with about 3 seconds to go. He made up his mind. He's going to the basket. Gets rewarded here.
Cooper fouls him. Cross the arm there, and puts Reynolds to the free throw line now. First trip to the line tonight. He's looking for his first one. He's 0 of 6 on the floor.
Yeah, I got to think that the one guy, as you see TCU largely against this zone, kind of passing around the perimeter, not getting much for penetration here. But guys occasionally catching the ball with a little bit of space and just not taking the shot. A guy like Brendan Wenzel has got to be just salivating over there on the bench. Like, oh my goodness, I could have had like 10 open looks tonight from 3. The Frogs going to have somebody else step up and knock you down here in the second half.
There's Wenzel battling that ankle injury. Frogs will get him back, though. Trey White back out there. There you see the boot on that left ankle. Reynolds misses a second. Rebound, South Alabama. By the way, Brendan Wenzel, spelled differently, not related to the world-famous Wenzel's Oyster House in Mobile, home of South Alabama.
I'm guessing you've beaten there before.
Look at me.
Not 1 dozen, 2 dozen.
That's right. Brady, corner right. Deep 3 on the step back. Doesn't go this time for Jaden Cooper.
Nice job tracking down that rebound for Uday.
Alette for 3.
Yeah, Alette offensively here in the last 3 or 4 possessions has really been a difference maker for TCU. And it's all about just being aggressive. I think he's really trying to up the tempo here and get this game going, because it's kind of just like, you know, lulled to sleep a little bit against that zone all night long, and he's trying to push the pace here.
Yeah, he's got 11 points to lead the Frogs. Lead at 6. Slapped away by Alette. Time out on the floor. 7:49 to play in this ballgame. Frogs to their largest lead of the game. Trying to build a little breathing room. Up 48-42 on South Alabama out of the Sun Belt.
the game for TCU, but I'm sure the coaching staff did after the second round a couple years ago in the NCAA tournament.
Shot clock winding down. Frogs thought they got a block here, but it's a foul with 6 left. They're going to get this one on David Punch. Boy, this was close, Colin. You tell me. Brady has to give it up.
Again, nice cut here.
And maybe across that right arm with the body.
Maybe, but the only reason I don't like it is because the ball's on
Sure.
and didn't affect the shot.
Wheat's free throw's no good. J.J. Wheat. Here's another look.
But again, nice, great cut right here. He put his foot in the ground.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, you can call that.
Both the basketball gods agree with everything. Oh, yeah. Everything's right in the world now. Here's Reynolds. 7:30 to play. Lob. That one just a little off for Ernest.
Yeah, I looked away for that one, trying to draw the defense on another quick spin or quick rotate to the other side, but just a little out of Uday's reach. You can't say that very often, by the way.
No. Travel, by the way, for John Broom. Gives it back now to TCU. Lead stays at 6.
I'd like to see Noah Reynolds just catch that ready to shoot.
Yep.
He's turned down a couple of them now.
Punch threw that one into the stand.
That almost went into the second dash.
Oh.
But again, Noah Reynolds stepped into 2 shots that he could have taken. He knocked that down. He's a decent shooter from three-point land too.
48-42. South Alabama slowed things down in the half court a bit. Here's Corey. It bottled up there for a second. Five on the shot clock now. Step back 3 has not been there tonight for him.
Nope, tough shot too.
Reynolds with it, 6:20 to go.
Spacing not good here for the Frogs.
Yeah, Vashon senses that, I believe.
Yeah, Trey White worked his way back over to the right side here.
White catch and shoot 3, doesn't go. Rebound, Broom recognizes him up. Possession arrow's going to give it to the Jags. So.
Yeah, it was a nice job though. Uday working back. Could have just sprinted back on defense. Saw an opportunity to try to come up.
Posey back into the lineup. Frogs have 6 men on the floor. Now Punch is going to check out, I think.
That's the other thing about shuffling in new lineups. A lot of guys playing together that haven't seen significant minutes on the floor together yet this year.
Almost
Definitely there. By that pass.
Tried to get rid of it before he slid out of it. Frogs will use Uday to guard the inbound. It'll come from Randy Brady out of Chattanooga. Chattanooga, I think now it's just. What's this happen? Brady with a rebound.
An offensive rebound there for South Alabama.
Brady. Uday clears it up.
Yeah, nice job. Getting locked shot down.
of bounds all day.
TCU lucky to retain possession here.
Yes.
TCU shooting just 39%.
Robbing back into the lineup, comes in for Brady.
If you're wondering if this game's kind of grinded to all, TCU hasn't scored in the last 256.
Right.
South Alabama hasn't scored in 556.
Good gracious. They do know that's the objective, right?
I think they do.
Okay. Here's Trey White to break it. No. A rebound. Robbing. Corey had it slapped away by Alette, who runs it down there.
Yeah, nice job by Alette. Active hands. It's a great deterrent trying to do an entry pass or getting anything down towards the basket. Just have active hands. Get a deflection every now and then.
Alette now White again. Trey to Reynolds. Alette for the air ball.
Yeah, running hard there. The recipient of that made that happen by the hard.
I like that Miles Corey just kind of picks it up and baseballs it down on the ground. Run turning to the line. So that foul on Bashan Alette is first. Team foul number 4 on the Frogs. Tell you, these three powerhouse officials, have really let these teams play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. There's only 6 fouls called in the first half total. Only 9 here in the second half. I don't think we've ever had a game with like under 20 total for a game. We're only at 15 right now.
Right. Dunning makes that second one as well, 48-44. That breaks their scoring drought. They had gone 6:48, still without a field goal, but at least got some points here. Alette lazy with the basketball. Reynolds for 3. That one doesn't go. He's 0 for the night from the perimeter. Here's Trey White. Nice move. Scoring foul.
There you go. Lid comes off right there. TCU had missed their last 5 from the floor. Hadn't scored in over 4 minutes, but Trey White puts an end to that right there.
Here's another look. See, I think Trey around the rim might be better than we think.
No, there's no question. He's got some moves down there.
Yeah.
Created some space. Took the hit, falling away. That's a tough shot falling down there.
Here's Trey White's free throw good. Lead back to 7. 51-44 now with 4 minutes to play.
Largest lead of the game here for TCU.
Posey steals it. Chase on a breakaway to the rim. Had a trailer but missed the layup. And they're going to travel here.
Yeah, it looks like Dunning and Corey both ended up with the rebound.
Yep. Whistle up with the travel, turn it back over to the Frogs. He'll take that 7-point lead into the under 4 timeout right now. Ernst Uday has gotten it done offensively. 10 points here tonight. He's been living above the rim, Colin.
Yeah, no doubt. Held those 10 points. Every single one of them was of this variety right here, just jamming the ball home all night long. Must be nice to be able to get to him like that.
The 11 rebounds. Let's don't sleep on that either.
No, no doubt about it. He is a force. I'm actually I'm a little shocked he's only got 2 rebounds of that total 11. He a little more active there. but the Frogs have 14 as a team, so his teammates are making up. He's obviously a point of their defense, trying to box him out for sure.
Got a couple of NBA scouts here tonight as well. 3:44 to go. Reynolds inbound. Alette with a no-look again to Posey this time. 7 on the shot clock. Posey in traffic. Fade away, no.
Nice job creating space there by Posey. Good look there. Yep, just got to knock it down.
Santia with the rebound. Santia roaming out of Tampa.
Yeah, you don't want to let South Alabama hang around here.
Three-pointer. Like that, Jaden Cooper scores it. Quick timeout taken by Richie Riley with 3:07 to go.
Yep, 3:07, 4-point game, but they've got an opportunity here to stop and score, and he'd make it a one-possession game. So a lot of basketball left to be played. TCU's going to have to continue to execute.
Down to 4. Got to believe he's going to come out and show him some zone here.
Oh, no question about it. He'll come back. He'll actually probably put his 2-2-1. His kind of a 1-2-2 matchup.
It is. It looks good though.
But they are active, hands active. Everybody gets out to shooters. TCU doesn't have anybody that seems to want to step into a shot.
4-point lead right now. Jamie Dixon. Final words of wisdom with his group. Jamie just 7 wins away from 500 in his career. .307 left. Here comes some pressure in the backcourt now.
Nice job by Alette, just being patient.
Yep. Got it across in plenty of time. LeSean. Three-pointer. Doesn't go. Frogs had a chance. Trey steals it. How about that and scored? Stepped in front of the pass by Dunning.
You understand you want to try to save that ball if you're Dunning, but you can't do it under your own basket unless you know you got a teammate somewhere else. You just got to eat that ball and take it out of bounds and learn play defense another day.
Lead back to 6. 53-47. Corey matched up on Alette. See if they can shake him free. There's the three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Dunning had the rebound, but a foul here. Let's see. Late whistle from Tony Padilla. They're going to call this on Vashawn Alette.
On the naked eye, I kind of thought that was the case. I thought Dunning beat him to the ball, and Alette went through his arms to knock it free. As a long rebound here. Dunning definitely gets there. That's definitely a foul.
I think the late whistle is what threw everyone off.
Oh, there's no question about it. And Padilla's the trail official back here, had the best angle at it, so I was able to call it.
Uday commits a foul here on Rommel.
Each team with 6 fouls, so that'll put everybody in the bonus the rest of the half.
Uday just wrapped around him there. Down to 1:50 to go. Cooper blocked. Out of bounds.
Cooper went in through a pump fake, and as soon as Uday didn't go for it, he should have thought twice about going back up with that one.
Now 4.7 on the shot clock here. They're going to get Randy Brady back into the lineup. Comes in for Rommel.
Yeah, Frogs got to be ready. They're going to try to score out of this out-of-bounds play. And TCU is going to call a timeout here.
Jamie Dixon takes the timeout. Hydrates. And gets ready here.
This is where the advanced scouting really comes in. You can see how they were set up, but since they hadn't handed the ball off to start the play yet, TCU's got at least a look as to what they might be running here.
Up 6, Horned Frogs back in action on Sunday against Montana State. It's a 1 o'clock Central tip. Bobcats come calling. Out of the Big Sky Conference, Montana State. They got a big FCS game coming up, does Montana State, this weekend. They were able to take care of business against Idaho in their last outing. And I think they had nearly 40,000 people in Bozeman for that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they had a great crowd. They got South Dakota coming up next.
Nice job by TCU.
Steal. Reynolds had it. Oh, poked away, and they're going to get a foul here on Jaden Cooper.
Free throws coming up for Noah Reynolds.
1:41 to go.
But nice job, TCU. Denying everything coming out of bounds there. And Posey all over the ball there. Reynolds able to intercept that.
No one on the line now. Reynolds has struggled in this game, yet to make a bucket. 0 for 2 from the free throw line till right now.
Boy, he was pretty excited that one went in too.
And he's 0 of 7 from the floor, just 1 of 3 from the line right now. That's his first point. Makes that one as well.
Frogs needed those in the worst way too. Extend this lead to the biggest lead of the game to 8 with just over a minute and a half to go in this game.
55-47. Time running out on the Jags. Rashawn Allen on the overplay. Brent going to give it to Dunning. Will elevate again. That jumper's off the mark.
And Frogs can hold some clock here.
Yep, take their time. And a minute 15 to play. South Alabama not fouling. There, went for the steal. Broom had it. Allen, floater, score.
Nice.
Jamie Dixon takes the timeout now with 1:02 to go. That'll allow South Alabama to set up a play. He called the timeout, but I'm not sure he wanted it.
I don't think he wanted it either. Defense was already rotated back. They weren't going to give up anything going the other way. I think as soon as he instinctively called it, he wanted to retract that one. Either way, Frogs open up their biggest lead of the game here at 10 points with 1:02 to go.
Horned Frog football is in action again, coming up on the 28th of December in Albuquerque. The New Mexico Bowl. They'll be taking on the Louisiana Raging Cajuns out of the Sun Belt Conference as well. 35th bowl game all time for the Frogs. By the way, tickets, get them at GoFrogs.com. Louisiana finished second in the Sun Belt. Lost that championship game to Jacksonville State. Under a minute to play, and Posey commits a foul on the perimeter here. That'll put Miles Corey on the free throw line. That's the last thing you want to do, especially after you take the timeout.
Yeah, and Posey was laughing a little bit. It's like, oh man, I didn't mean to foul him. And then he looked over to the bench and saw how upset Coach Dixon was about having that foul. And his smile went away pretty quick on that one. Last thing you want to do is let them score with no time going off the clock.
Miles Corey to the free throw line, 67% free throw shooter. First one's good.
Frogs have done a terrific job on Corey. That's only his 8th point tonight. His previous season low was 13 points.
Had 28 earlier in the year against Mercer. Knocks in that one. Down to 57.9 left. Leads at 8, 57-49.
No full court pressure across the half-court line.
There it comes. Lazy pass. Reynolds able to grab it. Now the shot.
Yeah, the pump fake is your friend here.
Ooh, almost come up with a steal. That's an interesting 1-3-1-2 because you got Dunning at 6'6", 6'7" out front.
You might not recall, but they had me out front for when we would run
I do remember that.
And there's a reason for that. It's disruptive. You get a guy with length out there, long arms, can just make the passes tougher, or have to lob over the top, which can be a slower pass, like you mentioned here on the first one that was made from Ouellette.
You know,
that's an opportunity to run through.
You know, one of the most effective 1-3-1s we've seen over the years, you may have actually been playing in the game, was TCU at Rhode Island with Lamar Odom.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the top on the 1-3-1 for Rhode Island?
Yeah, 6'9".
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
6'9" and athletic. And
that's tough.
Yeah. Frogs struggled against it. Ouellette second, a little strong. 9-point game. Jags have to score quickly. That's not getting it done right now. Corey's going to penetrate on Posey. Blocked it. Back the other way. Deshaun wisely holds it up. Nice job there by Ouellette.
Yep, no question about it. Could have gone in and tried to get a layup or an easy basket here at the end, but by pulling it out, shot clock's turned off, and Frogs are going to get out of here with a 9-point win.
And Richard Riley calls off the dogs. Jamie Dixon ready to shake his hand. This clock winds down. He'll meet him at midcourt here for a handshake. And that's going to do it for this one. TCU going to get their 6th one of the year, improved to 6-4. South Alabama.